So if you want to sit next to her to kind of, because I'm going to have you guys do some things. How many basketball cards does Len have? So this was a lesson that I taught my kids this week. And it says Len has 35 baseball cards. The rest of his cards are basketball cards. He has 58 cards in all. So talk to someone around you and discuss how you would solve that problem with your child. Because all of us are going to probably learn it differently. And that's what's happening in the classroom, is not that not every student learns the same way. Not every student is going to have the same answer as you came up with. You know, because different way, yes. And that's the goal of Go Math, teaching the different strategies, but coming up with the same answer. So just kind of discuss and talk to your partner of how you came up with the answer. I'll give you about a minute.
See, I did too much in my head, so a child ain't gonna understand that. I like her way better, because she's just subtracting the numbers that you have. So it's all visual. But I did too much in my head, so it's just like, 5 plus 3,
Did someone come up with the answer? Go ahead.
23 cards.
23 cards? 23. 23? Okay. So can someone explain how they got to the answer?
What I did, I just took the 58, subtracted 35.
Okay.
That's how I got that since it's in it all.
Okay. How would you explain it to your student?
That's the thing. I would just say, the way I explained to my daughter is you take the bigger number and subtract it from the smaller number, and whatever you have left over, that's how many cards altogether.
Okay. Anybody else?
You can say that you have 58 in all. So to be able to find the 35, you just have to, take away 35 out of 58.
But the thing is that when I taught it this week, it was a learning experience for me also, is the kids wanted to add because that's what we were teaching. It's they want to add because it's saying how many does Len have in all. They're not reading how many basketball cards. So what we want you to do is when you're doing the math, break it down step by step, step by step. We're asking the kids to go, okay, what is the first question asking you?
Sentence by sentence.
Sentence by sentence, breaking it down. If we don't break it down for them, they're not going to understand it. That is the biggest thing that my second graders are having, and I think it's across the board, that the kids are not understanding we need to break this problem down. Even if you go upper grades, because we were just in a training and Ms. Holtman was in there, it's the breaking down. They don't know how to break down. So that's part of what we're teaching them as well. And the answer was 23, but we all came. She was, this parent said she was putting too much into her brain, that she was doing it a whole different way from what she did. She said, I just took the whole number and subtracted what I had. And that's what she did. So she did have 23. 23 was the answer for that question. So it was, let me take the whole and then subtract what I have. Yes?
But her way is easier to explain it. I can't explain to a child that if you can't see those numbers and just put them together in your head, I can't explain that to you.
Right, right, and that's what we're trying to get to, is that if you can't explain it to them, they're not going to understand it. And with Common Core is a lot of explanation. We want more of explaining, more of them talking as a group than to know this is the way it's done and this is the way it's gonna go. We all learn differently. Kids learn differently, so they're not going to learn the same way we did. So she might learn different from her, she might learn different from her. The kids, it's the same way. So when we do our math lesson, we have more of conversations going on as a group. It's not, let's get to the worksheet because the worksheet is the most important. It is important. However, if they're not comprehending and they can't explain their answer or how they got to their answer, it makes no sense to them. They just know it's right. But if they can't explain how they got to that answer, that's the goal with Common Core.